In a meadow painted with sunshine, where the river sang a quiet song, lived a very small otter named Ollie. Ollie's days were filled with simple joys: the cool tickle of water on his whiskers, the smooth shape of his favorite skipping stone, and the happy dance of butterflies in the air. He was a creature of pure delight, finding wonder in every corner of his world, from the shimmering surface of the river to the softest patch of grass perfect for rolling. His heart was as clear and bright as the water he so loved to play in. Not far from Ollie's favorite rolling spot sat a little rabbit named Pip. Pip had a treasure. It wasn't a shiny stone or a sweet berry, but something far more magical: a perfect dandelion clock, a globe of 1,000 tiny wishes, all waiting to fly. It was his favorite. He would watch it for hours, admiring how the sunlight made each seed parachute glow with an inner light. It was a perfect, delicate sphere, a whole universe of possibilities held gently in his paws. He imagined each seed carrying a happy thought up to the big blue sky. But the wind, in its cheerful dance, can sometimes be a little clumsy. With a sudden whoosh, it whisked through the meadow, caught Pip's dandelion, and tossed its silvery seeds high into the air. They scattered like milkweed silk, a galaxy of wishes drifting away on the breeze. For a moment, the air was filled with a magical, swirling blizzard of white, each tiny seed embarking on its own secret journey. It was beautiful, but it was also a moment of sudden, unexpected loss. Pip's heart sank. His beautiful globe of wishes was gone. He watched them float away, each one a tiny goodbye, until only the bare stem remained in his paw. A small, sad sound escaped him, a quiet hiccup of loss that floated across the grass. His long ears drooped, and his nose twitched, not with curiosity, but with sorrow. A single fat tear traced a path through his soft, fluffy fur, and he let out a soft, heartbroken sob as he watched the very last of the seeds disappear over the river. Ollie heard that sound. It wasn't the happy chirp of a cricket or the gentle buzz of a bee. It was the sound of sadness. He had been just about to perform his biggest, splashiest cannonball into the river. But the small, mournful sound stopped him in his tracks. His playful mood vanished, replaced by a deep, new feeling of concern. He forgot all about his swim and padded quietly over to the little rabbit. "What's wrong?" Ollie chirped, his voice as soft as moss. Pip could only point a trembling paw towards the empty sky where his treasure had been just moments before. He sniffled, trying to find his voice. "My wish flower," he whispered, the words barely audible. "It's all gone." He looked at the barren stem in his paw, and another wave of sadness washed over him. All those little dreams, scattered and lost forever. Ollie looked where Pip was pointing. At first he saw nothing but the vast, empty blue sky. But then, his keen otter eyes, sharp from spotting fish in the rippling water, caught it. A single, solitary seed, the very last one, tumbling end over end, glowing in a final ray of sunlight. It was drifting slowly down, about to be swept away by the river's current. It was a tiny speck of hope in the vast afternoon, a final chance. Without a second thought, Ollie showed a bravery that was much bigger than his size. He slipped into the cool water, his powerful tail pushing him forward with surprising speed. He wasn't thinking about playing anymore. He was on a mission. His eyes were locked on that single, drifting seed. With a final, graceful lunge, he reached out a paw and caught the little parachute just as it kissed the surface of the water. He held it carefully, cupping his paws to protect it from the gentle but determined current. Dripping and proud, he returned to the worried rabbit. He shook the river water from his sleek fur in a spray of droplets that glittered in the sun, and then he walked solemnly to Pip's side. He opened his paw to reveal the rescued seed. Pip's ears perked up, his teary eyes grew wide with wonder and disbelief. It was just one seed, but in that moment, in the center of Ollie's wet paw, it felt like the whole world. It was a miracle. "A wish isn't gone if you give it a home," Ollie said softly, his voice full of a wisdom that seemed too big for such a small otter. He found a perfect patch of soil, rich and dark, near the riverbank. With his little claws, he carefully dug a small hole. He then gently placed the seed inside as if it were the most precious jewel in the world and patted the earth on top, tucking it in like a tiny, cozy bed for a long sleep. Ollie made a promise to Pip that day, a promise that kindness, like a seed, can grow into something beautiful if you tend to it. They visited the spot every day, watching and waiting with shared anticipation. They protected it from the wind and made sure it got enough sun, and soon, their patience was rewarded. A little green shoot, a tiny sliver of life, pushed its way toward the sun. It grew taller and stronger each day, until one morning, it opened its face to the sky, a bright, beautiful, sunny yellow dandelion. It wasn't just a flower. It was a promise kept, a friendship bloomed, and a whole new family of wishes, waiting to be made. Ollie and Pip sat side by side, watching their flower, which would soon turn into a new, perfect puff full of new seeds. They knew they had started something wonderful, not just in the ground, but between them. And they knew, with happy hearts, that they would make all the new wishes together. Thank you so much for watching this story about Ollie and Pip. If you enjoyed their adventure, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more gentle stories. We love sharing these moments with you. See you next time.